Hey, this is Mr. Gianelli with your technology tip of the week, and today I'm talking about Newsela. And Newsela is a pretty cool site. It's got articles that you can search for by grade level and by subject. So I would recommend this for social studies, language arts, and science teachers, and probably elementary school. I think as well this could be really useful. So I'll just go ahead and you click on articles, and I'll just choose science, and let me just pick third grade right here. And these are the articles that would be somewhat appropriate for third graders, and I'll just click on this one. And here's the article. Changes in West Coast waters lead to sea lion pups going hungry. And you'll see that you can't read a lot because you need to have an account. Well, setting up an account is free, so I already went ahead and did it. You just click sign up, and it just takes a second. So let me sign in, and I just signed in with my Google account, so it was very quick. And there we go. So here we go. The astronomers say they found a super Earth. There was that sea lion one I was at earlier. It tells you the grade level. And as I said before, I found that this site sometimes doesn't always give me the correct grade level that I was looking for. So if I choose third grade and I click on this, oh, there we go. This time it worked. The grade level says 3, and you'll notice that before it said grade level was 8. So if we let me just duplicate this real quick. If I go over to here and I choose, let's say 8th grade instead, and I click on this article, it now says grade level 8, and that's because you'll notice the word count 945, 445. The third grade article, same basic article, is actually going to use simpler words, not go quite as deep, and just give more of an overview than the 8th grade standard. I have found that sometimes that search didn't always work for me, but it seems like this time it's doing a good job. So it's really nice to have articles that are customized to the reading level of your students, and that's why this site really shines. I think that where this site kind of falls short is in the fact that a lot of the stuff that you'd pretty much expect it to be able to do does cost money, and it's pretty pricey. I believe it's like $20 a student, so for a year. So if that's something you're using regularly, you could consider spending some money on that or asking your administrator or whatever. But I'm thinking right now that it's not really worth it. It's not something that I would want to spend money on. So I would rather just have the article and share it with my students. In order for your students to read it, you could always just print it out and make handouts, and that's not a bad choice. But let's stay in the electronic world right now, and let's talk about how do you share this with your student. Well, you can create a class, and to do that, if you just click on your name, you can go to classes right here. And I went ahead and I created one called Graphic Design, grade 9, and you can invite students or you can send a class code. So there's the class code. So when a student goes to create an account, and again, it's free for them to create an account, they can either use their Google account or they can just create their own account using whatever username they want. They go to sign up, and it'll ask them, are you a student or a teacher? They put, I'm a learner. Give them some information, and it'll ask for that code that we just had before, this one right here. And again, that's under your account settings. Go to classes, and there it is. So KFAFAS. I'll just copy and paste it right here. Oops, that didn't work. Copy and paste, and there we go. So it's found the class Graphic Design. Well, I'm actually gonna just go back a little bit because I already created an account, and just go back to newsela.com, and I'll go to sign in, and I used this account. So here we go. So I'm a student, and this is what I'm seeing now, and the teacher can assign articles. If I go into my classes here, I can go to go to classes, and you can actually see that I have assigned a few different articles, and I actually had a quiz that the students took on them, and it gives me the class average. The problem with assigning quizzes on the free version, though, which I think is a huge problem, is that it does not give you individualized responses, only the class average. So it would be good for a formative assessment if you just want to know where your class is at. But I think that you'd probably be better off just giving them your own quiz or doing it on some other way, like using Google Forms or something like that. So to assign an article, I'll just click right here. I'll say assign to my graphic design class. This is the teacher side again. And I'll just click assign. And then we go back to the student side. And if I go into my binder and I go to assignments, you'll see that I now have a quiz assigned, the blue one. I've already played around and done a few other ones. So this is the most recent one. I'll click on this as a student. And as a student, there is a writing response. The writing response is just this default, what terms might you use to conduct more research on this? That's the question they're going to get every time for every article. If you want to do your custom one, that's going to cost money. But again, you could always do your own custom one and just have them respond on Google Docs or even on a piece of paper. So there's really not, I don't really feel the need to spend the money to buy the pro version unless I'm using this really regularly. The quiz for the students, it has 4 questions that are already created, multiple choice. And again, you will get the responses of the class, but not the individual students. So you might use that and you might not. That's basically it. Again, you can choose your category of articles, you can choose the grade level, and it's going to be customized to their reading level. So it is a very good site. It's got a lot of uses, and I just feel like I wish that the pro version wasn't so expensive and they offered a little bit less on the free version. But if you're interested, hopefully this video was helpful, and yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. Have a good week.